Online treasurer training is a statutory requirement. You will have complied with the requirement to complete treasurer training by watching this tutorial. At the end of the video, please confirm that you watched the tutorial by electronically signing the completion statement on the Reporter 7 Treasurer Training page. This tutorial will cover reporting requirements, receipts, expenditures, in-kind contributions, liabilities, public employee and public building restrictions, and a Reporter 7 demo. PACs that file with OCPF are in the depository system of reporting campaign finance activity. PACs file deposit reports for each deposit made at the bank. One deposit equals one deposit report, even for multiple deposits in the same day or week. Deposit reports itemize contributor information, such as the name and address of a donor. Deposit reports are also filed to disclose any funds that are deposited into the campaign account, such as vendor refunds. OCPF recommends filing a deposit report within 3 days of making a deposit. However, the statutory requirements are less frequent. Deposit reports are due by the 5th of each month. Deposit reports are filed using OCPF's e-filing software, Reporter 7. The PAC's bank will file monthly reports showing the total of all deposits for the month and an itemization of all expenditures. The year-end report is filed each January. This is a summary of the year's activities. All campaign finance contribution limits are based on the calendar year. PACs may receive $500 from an individual, $500 from a PAC, $500 from a local party, and $500 from a state party. PACs may not receive contributions from corporations including LLCs, LLPs, and partnerships, independent expenditure PACs, and ballot question committees. A name and address is required for each receipt, even cash contributions. Occupation and employer is required for contributions of $200 or more in the aggregate in a calendar year. An individual can contribute up to $50 in cash per calendar year. Please remember that if you sell merchandise, such as hats or shirts, each customer is a donor and is required to provide his or her name and address. There's an upload feature on Reporter 7 for payroll deposits. Please contact an OCPF auditor for instructions on how to upload a payroll file. Expenditures can be made to enhance the purpose for which the PAC was organized, so long as expenditures are not primarily personal. Here are some examples of permitted expenditures. Please make all expenditures using committee checks or committee debit cards. Banks use the information on checks and debit card purchases to file monthly reports itemizing a PAC's expenditures. When writing a check, a detailed purpose for the expenditure must be written into the memo section of the check. After a bank files its monthly report, a committee will clarify its debit card expenditures on Reporter 7 here. The purpose of an expenditure should be clear and detailed. For example, July salary for PAC treasurer, catering for annual PAC meeting. In-kind contributions are things of value that are not money. For example, plywood to make signs, sign Tom Brady football for PAC kickoff event. Corporations, LLCs, LLPs, and partnerships are prohibited from donating in-kind contributions to PACs. In-kind contributions are prohibited from an organization with corporate money in its general treasury. In-kind contributions are disclosed on the year-end report due each January 20th. Volunteer services are not disclosed as in-kind contributions. Ordinary hospitality is not disclosed as an in-kind contribution. Ordinary hospitality is when someone provides something of minimal value to a campaign, such as a plate of cookies or drinks while having a meeting. Liabilities are debts owed, usually unpaid PAC bills. Appointed public employees may not solicit or receive campaign contributions. Appointed public employees may not solicit contributions on social media by directing followers to donate to a PAC. An appointed public employee may not serve as treasurer of a political committee. Contributions may not be solicited or received in buildings used for governmental purposes. Campaign materials with information about contributing to a PAC may not be distributed or mailed to buildings used for governmental purposes. If a campaign has an event in a government building, funds may not be solicited or received. Campaigns may have events on government property if equal access is provided to all candidates and committees. For example, a PAC may have a meet and greet event at the Senior Center if all committees may do so under the same terms and conditions. The following demonstrates how to sign into Reporter 7, create a deposit report, and clarify an expenditure. Sign into Reporter 7 at the OCPF website. Deposit reports are created by clicking the purple tile. Enter the deposit date. This is a deposit report. Enter the deposit information and e-file the report. E-file the report from the summary page. Clarify debit card expenditures by clicking the red tile. Thank you for completing Treasurer training, and please remember to confirm via Reporter 7 that you watched the video.